Hi guys. Yes, I am in bed on my laptop, feeling better, but still not feeling good. So I've been watching tutorials on Photoshop editing and came across one about matching skin tones. And I thought I would try it out, a form of that same idea to get rid of the color cast that is here. So what we are going to be looking at is this area. Oops. This area in here, and maybe some of these areas down here, and even just a little tiny bit in those areas. So let's get rid of those brush strokes. And all right, so this is done in levels. I'm going to make a levels adjustment layer. And we're going to work on this is kind of a cyan, and so which means we need to add red to it. So over here in levels, you can go to the different channels, and we're going to go to the red channel. And if we bring this slider up, it brings more cyan, which is not what we want. And then if we come over here, this is adding red into the highlights. So you can see that the brighter areas of the picture are getting red. And then if you come down here, this is adding more red into the shadows and more cyan into the shadows. So if you come down here, oops, I have to go back into I reset it, so I have to go back into the red. Now in the red channel, if we move this, we are adding red, or bringing red in, and over here we are darkening down the highlights and bringing cyan into those areas. So I am going to take this lower slider on the blacks, and I'm going to bring it up until that color cast in the blue areas disappears, like so. And then kind of fiddle around and see if there's anywhere else. I think I'll just leave that the same. So we'll leave that at 1. I'll get back in there. Do that. And let's see if this helps us at all. No, because that's bringing more cyan in. This one is only working on the highlights, so it's not doing anything. And then this one is lightening up in the shadow area a little bit. So, doesn't your baby look wonderful now? All done. Okay, just kidding. So now we want to go over to the mask and invert it. So I use Command I to invert, or you can also go up to select. No, you can't. Never mind. I lied. So now I'm going to choose a brush, a very soft brush at 2% opacity. And I'm just going to come into these blue areas and just start painting in where that bluish cast is. And I'm on my laptop without my pen and tablet, which I prefer to use my pen and tablet when I'm doing stuff like this. I'm going to go over into this little eye area because I think that's also getting a little bit of that color cast, but you can see it's just disappearing and basically becoming the same skin tone as the rest of it. So I'm going to come down here, and still I'm just at that very, very low opacity because we don't want to overdo it. And then we can make it really tiny. There's a little bit of color casting right into here. Ugh, I hate using the trackpad for stuff like this. But as you can see, it just kind of makes that bluish cast go away. And so I'll click the before and after. Boom, boom. So it's a little on the red side. So we could either take the opacity down a little bit. Great, I'm getting a phone call. Anyways, that's what I did. You can adjust the opacity. Bye.